exception of the first maybe 5 minutes and the last
10.
Maybe,
Let's go say 10.
Okay, 10. Maybe the last 2 seconds. Are you pleased enough with 5-on-5?
Yeah, I liked how we responded after a very slow start, which was disappointing. You would hope that we were able to build on what we did the other night, but got off to a slow start. I thought they really came out with a lot of energy and hemmed us in our own end, and we were doing the things that we looked like we were doing against Columbus, and then we kind of righted the ship, and I thought pulled it together and did a really good job for the last 50 minutes.
For a while there, you guys were giving up leads late in games and whatnot, and it's the last couple of wins you've been able to lock it down better. I'm curious, what do you think the difference is? Is it a demeanor? Is it a confidence? Is it the way you play it?
I think it's both of those things. I think guys are just sick of losing, you know. I think it's sometimes you impose your will in those situations and just make sure that you can do everything you can under your control to make sure that you get your job done and do your part. And when you've got 5 guys on the ice that are doing that, you got a much better chance to, you know, withstand the barrage and, you know, do what you need to do to get a victory. And I think we've done a better job of that over the last few games.
At this point, does Columbus feel like it was a turning point in the season? I mean, it's only 2 games.
Yeah. You know, I don't want to make too much of that game because, like I said, I thought we were doing good things leading up to that. You know, and it was back-to-back, and, you know, we beat the Islanders, and, you know, maybe, who knows? I mean, human nature is a funny thing, so, you know, but I like the way we've responded since then. So when you add it all up, you know, 5 out of the last 6, we've played pretty well and put ourselves in a position to win and earned an opportunity to win. So, you know, I'm proud of our guys, the way we responded after the Columbus game.
You have a big break coming up after Saturday. How important is it to go in with this upward momentum?
Yeah, that's something that, you know, we haven't talked about yet because we wanted to make sure we focused on Chicago. But, boy, it's a great opportunity to go into that break, being over 500, beating a really good team in Boston, and feeling good about yourselves. You're going to live with that game for about 9 days. So, listen, we've gone through a tough stretch. We've started to dig ourselves out of a hole, and we've, you know, that's a big game for us in a lot of ways.
Coach, your top line of Mita, Trider, and Zook has really been putting together a lot of points. What do you see as them? Why are they meshing so well together, and especially right now?
I think Zook's really been the guy that's changed the complexion of that line. You know, his last 2 weeks, he's been dynamite, just playing the way he's capable of playing, and his energy is back, and, you know, really, I think he's been the reason that line's kind of taken a turn and been as dominant as it has been. Obviously, Mika and Kreids have played really well too, but I think Zook's been the guy that's really stirred the drink.
Was this one of Heedle's best games that you've seen, and do you think that he's developing the confidence to try plays that maybe he would have tried in other leagues where he was dominating those things?
Yeah, it's a big jump for him, obviously, where he was 2 years ago, and obviously last year he played in Hartford for a long time and had a taste of the National Hockey League. But, you know, this is a guy that's not going to be 20 until September, you know, and I think sometimes people lose sight of that. And he's a special talent, boy. I mean, he really is. He's a guy that can really create an offense on his own. He's got great stick skills. He's, you know, the thing I like about him, he's been hounding the puck a lot more lately. He's been stopping on pucks, doing all the things I think that guys learn to do when they get to this level because the game forces you to do it. No matter how often a coach says something, sometimes you have to suffer before you really learn a lesson. And he's learning lessons for sure.
You've spoken about Zook being a soul searching lately, but did you say anything in particular to him too?
Well, he and I have had a lot of conversations, and, you know, we had a long conversation in Arizona, and then I know he had a couple other conversations with people in our organization, and, you know, I've really enjoyed him. You know, I really do. I enjoy coaching him. He's a hell of a competitor. He's got great hockey sense and vision, and, you know, his contract situation's been documented. Everybody talks about it, and I just love coaching him. He's been a heck of a player for us here.